While energy can be directly harvested from the sun by solar heating and collection using photovoltaic cells, there are also many indirect sources of solar energy that can be used for sustainable, renewable energy production. The first indirect source of solar energy is biomass. Biomass in this context refers to plant matter made up of carbon stored through photosynthesis as well as animal waste, all of which can be burned to produce heat. Biomass is the oldest known fuel and has likely been used by humans since the beginning to heat their lodgings and to cook their food. Biomass is a renewable energy source if it is consumed at a rate lower than it is produced. For personal or family use, this is a good alternative to fossil fuel burning. However, at scale, biomass burning becomes problematic because it requires a lot of land and water to grow the plants, and fossil fuels are typically used to power the machinery used to harvest it. Wood smoke can also reduce air quality, and the overharvest of trees can lead to deforestation, desertification, and soil erosion. Wind energy is another indirect source of solar energy. Wind is produced by the warming of the atmosphere by the sun. In places that have high wind, this can be a viable energy source. However, places that have wind that is variable in direction and speed are less desirable. Most successful wind farms are found in rural areas with constant wind or off the coast. Wind energy is extremely clean and does not produce waste products. However, there is some concern with the impact that wind turbines have on birds and bat populations, and research efforts are currently underway to try to reduce this risk. The biggest constraints to producing energy from wind is the cost and public resistance to having these large wind turbines blocking their scenic views. The other form of indirect solar energy is hydropower. Hydropower plants utilize the power of liquid water as it flows downstream. Streams are dammed, and upstream of the dam, the water slows and accumulates, forming a reservoir. The water at the dam flows through a small channel called a penstock that leads to a chamber with a turbine. The water spins the turbine, which generates electricity. The water is then discharged back into the stream downstream of the dam. This form of electricity is renewable and does not produce carbon dioxide. However, there are many issues associated with damming of rivers, including the fragmentation of fish and other wildlife habitat, diverting of drinking water sources, and flooding. We will discuss the issues associated with river damming and the potential solutions in a few weeks when we discuss water issues. The last type of renewable energy I want to discuss is geothermal energy. Geothermal energy is the use of heat energy from deep under the Earth's crust. This energy can be used to heat buildings or to generate electricity. Iceland is particularly famous for its use of geothermal energy to produce electricity.